Okay, so I hope we are now online. So I want just to welcome you all to this webinar. So Antonio will be joining very soon. Okay, I am just in a very different setting here. I am connecting directly from Austin, Texas, in the U.S. So I am. It will start in about 50 minutes, 45, 55 minutes, the South by Southwest, the conference. So I decided to come here this year just to understand what is happening in AI, what is happening also in quantum computing and geopolitics. These are the three areas I'll be looking. So my idea is to transmit on LinkedIn and this. So of course, I don't know how the time will be. So I will do my best to share with you some videos, content, things that I think are cool and worth for. Let me just bring Antonio. Let me just bring Antonio here to the stage. Okay. Promote to panelists. Okay. Hello, my friend. Can you? Okay.
Hey, my friend. Good to see
How
you
are you?
in
All
Austin.
good? Yeah, Austin. So I found here a spot here where I can at least it's about 70,000 people here. So I
Wow.
just found a spot here. So people are just crossing behind me. So it's a little bit of noise, but I will do my best here. And how are
Nice.
you? All good?
I'm good week.
Okay.
Good week. Good
Yeah,
progress.
yeah. So I'm very excited to do that. So we decided really to keep this as a tradition to do this kind of event. So to share with you some of the news, some of the thoughts. So there are a lot of things that are happening today that are raising our attention in terms of AI. And this is some of the points Antonio wants to share also some of the research we are doing and will be starting soon. So without wait more, so I will just share the slide deck to you. So again, I will do this in a different way today because I am in the middle of the event. So what I will do is just share this. Can you see my screen, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So welcome to all of you, Antonio. It's a pleasure to be with you one more time. And I just want, of course, I cannot start without saying how happy we are with the 250 certified AAPM. So this for us, we truly never thought. I know I heard some people say, okay, but this is not a big number, but it's truly a super big number for us because, again, we didn't do any advertisement, nothing, just us. I would say no paid ads, nothing, just us together with APMG trying to make this happen. So we are super excited, and we saw that some of you already on the chat said, "Oh, I did yesterday." So it's a very nice, and we did the update, and we are very happy with the update of the exam. The feedback we received was amazing about the results. So we are very happy with that to share with you. And also before we start here, just one thing: we did another agreement with APMG. They have been a super partner. So we are doing and extending our sale, okay, with the AIPM, the coupon AIPM 2025. This is 100% off on the certification. It's also 100% off on the masterclass and a special price for the coupon. And all of these, all the same codes. So it's just to make sure we are unified, and the special price of $16.99. And one thing that is super important for those who are listening to this episode and are AIPM candidates or AIPM certified professionals, you will receive, okay, uh, until the end of today, a special message with an absolutely special conditions for this cohort. I know that several people are studying for the exam, or several people are already did in the past and want to do so. We decided with APMG to create a unique condition, but this is only and only for those who are registered. So just make sure you put info@pmairevolution.com on your safe sender, and you will receive a message with a special form for a very special coupon that is only and only for the AIPM. And why we're doing this? Because really, we want to build a community. So you should wait for this message. I will not disclose anything else. Okay, but just make sure you have this on your mind. Okay, and wait for this email. Antonio, you can start now. Back
And
to you, my friend.
Ricardo, yeah, no, I think on the number, I just want to highlight that this means that one person is going through the training material or per day at least, which is crazy, right? This is, I think it's a lot of interest, and what you were saying is not just the number, it's the feedback that matters to us, and we're recognized as one of the first or the first masterclass and material on AI. One of the difference that from us is that we keep updating. So we have another masterclass in 3 weeks, and we're updating the content because the one that we had last December, it's becoming a bit obsolete. So it's hard work, but I think that's paying off. So no, I'm very excited too about this number, and I think it can grow. We're starting to get requests from PMO communities in corporate saying, can you train our community of project managers so that we all share the same view around AI and project management? So that I think that is going to be very interesting as well. Before I just share, Ricardo, we had agreed with some master student. Let me see, Toran, you're in the call. Maybe we can bring Toran. So we asked Toran, she was a masterclass.
Yes, she's here. She's here. Let me promote her. Yes, let me bring her. So what I can do is let me stop sharing my screen for the moment, and then we can bring Toran. Toran, I already added you. Okay.
We're a bit biased, so I thought let's bring someone that followed the class to just share her experience on the masterclass briefly. And hey, Toran, nice to see you.
You are on mute, okay?
Oh.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, where are you calling from?
Austin, Texas.
Oh,
well,
what a small world.
So we are here. Are you here for the South by Southwest too?
I live in Austin.
Oh, okay. So you are at home. So we need to see each other. I'll be staying here up to Thursday next week.
Few of those classes I wanted to register, they were already closed because I take it for granted that I'm already here. But I do connect with few people to say hello during South by.
Wow.
Welcome to Austin.
Thank you. Thank you. Very, very nice.
So, Toran, thank you. We just wanted a couple of minutes that you share your experience about the master, and we've not rehearsed anything. We just say the things that you like, the things that we can improve, just whatever you feel like.
Well, thanks for the opportunity to share my experience. This community, not only we learn from you, Antonio and Ricardo, but also we learn from each other. And it's been a great networking opportunity for everyone. And we not only share our knowledge here, but also on LinkedIn. So I wanted just to acknowledge that. And I see these monthly webinars and also our master classes that's more in depth, but these monthly webinars is like getting a news feed instead of me going to so many sources that is so overwhelming that you all bring the information about AI to us here, and I really appreciate learning so much. And I actually made notes so that I won't forget the things I want to say. With my background in teaching and training, I really appreciate the way that you all break down the complex topic into digestible and easy to understand. And I really like the way that I learn from these classes. Not only the monthly first Friday of the month, but also our master classes. Really like the way that it breaks down into easy to digest. And the thing that I appreciate the most is that these are like hands-on experience. You don't just tell us things, which I have attended other classes and other trainings and resources, and they list the name of tools. And this is so different because we get to learn how to use tools. Do you want me to give some examples of the tools that I have used that I learned from these classes?
Yeah.
Few of them is one is the making your own GPT, and I learned to use that for my newsletter. And of course, it gives me the basic structure. I have the content in my head, and I have the material that as my resources. But to get that writer blocks and knowing how to get it organized, it's been a game changer. I really love that I learned it. The other thing was to learning how to use the survey. I've been using that for my after speaking events and training. And one of the other ones that has been fun is the notebook LM. I really like it because I uploaded my document, and these two, male and female, they exchange a conversation, and they there is a, as I learned it in these classes, that they make it into an audio podcast. And the interesting thing is that I listen to them and I feel like, did I say that? But then, yeah, it sounds good. So I'm thinking that next time I'm going to upload my document and listen to them to get some of those punches that they give. It's really cool. And then write it in my article rather than later I send it and listen to it. So this has been, this is just a few examples of the tools that I learned. And of course, I want to talk about these quarterly sessions, the master classes. There were 6 of them, and I may have only missed one. These master classes have helped me to earn my certificate, and I'm proud to say that I was among the first 100 to earn my AI certificate, and that was when the score was even higher. But it opened up so many doors, and also opened up my mind. Certification is just a credential, but when you become disciplined to learn something, it's different than just passively learning. And that's why I really appreciate the certification. And then the closed book is even better because you really have to learn the material. And the one thing I want to acknowledge is such a little investment that you've been so generous with your time. And it's amazing that you even went back. Of course, I was among the first people when we were doing the webinars. I learned from there, but then I noticed you went back and updated the AI Revolution website. And I often talk about opportunity cost, and I appreciate how much time you have invested in putting that. It's such a top-notch quality of work that you have done, and really appreciate the effort that you have put into it. And I want to make sure that I didn't miss anything else.
But look, thank you. I'm speechless. Thank you very much, Turan. Just for you to understand, all of you. So we just send a note to all the alumni students saying, does anyone want to volunteer to talk? And Antonio sent this, and Turan just accepted. So there is no business relationship between Turan and this. So we just invited one person to say, so super nice to see you. And you said about you like news, so let me just show you one thing that I just got now. Probably few people saw this. This is the Cloud. This is an AI device that I'm using here. I press this button here, and it records all the sections from distance, everything, and upload to my iPhone, transcribe all the talks at South by Southwest, summarize and translate it into 128 languages immediately. I say, I want a summary of this talk. I just watched it here, and I want a 1 minute summary. It's ready here. So all the notes I taken this. So this is what I'm using now. So just for you to know, I will do a demo of this on our next masterclass, but I'm using right now on this, and I do, and this can store 30 hours. And look how thin, it's like a business card. So just to, and look, and people will say, oh, this cost a fortune. No, I'm not representative of Cloud. This I paid $159 US, just for you to understand what is the level we are reaching now, okay? Yeah, nice. It's Cloud, PLAUD.ai. So look, Turan, thank you very, very much for your time and your kindness of being with us today. Okay, we are looking forward to see you, and thank you for being such a supporter of the work we are doing. It means a lot to us. Okay,
thank you, Torin.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
I put the link of Torin on the LinkedIn, and I know she has a newsletter, so I recommend that you all join her newsletter. It's very interesting what she's talking about. So thank you very much, Torin. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Nice. Wow. It's good.
Yeah, good to see that. Yeah, I'm super happy. So let me just share with you, my friend, now the screen, so you can start sharing some of the results of our. Okay.
So yeah, we cover a few of the, so some of you already replied, so we're closing that pre-survey. You can go to the next slide. So we announced this exactly 1 month ago, I think was in the last call, and we were open this. We want to do another research, absolutely, and we want to do it fast, but we want to try to focus on the things that matter most to the PM global community. So that's what we did in this pre-survey. So you can, Ricardo, if you don't mind, just go through the next slide. So you see, so far we had 126 responses, which is good because we didn't promote it at all. So, but you can see also quite global. So we have a global footprint. It's not Europe, it's not US only. So I like that because
and just to, this is not the survey. This is just a pre-survey. Okay, this is just okay.
Yeah, pre-survey. Next one, the level. So we have, of course, quite a few senior project managers, a head of PMOs, so decision makers, right? So this is transformation leaders, project managers. So I think that's really good. The feedback is valuable. These people have the problems and the challenges that we talk in here in your masterclass. So it's good representation. Next slide. It's about the industry, so very much representing a lot of technology, of course, but you see finance, you see consulting. So again, very global representative. We are happy to share this in a PDF format, but basically this is not research. This is like Ricardo said, pre-survey to align ourselves on what matters first. Next one. So the size of the project managers of the responses, so there's at least 20% of the responders that have more than 200 project managers. Interesting. So yeah, small companies, half of them, 1 to 10 project managers, whether they're certified or not, they're considering. So just for us, this was more internal to see there's at least 30% who are not familiar with the certification. So we need to do a bit more outreach there. Next. So the experience, so there's still 20% with no experience at all, limited. So just starting to experiment. I think maybe that's probably around ChatGPT, 42%, that's the bigger bucket. Moderate, I would say, yeah, maybe using AI once in a while during the week, but advanced and expert is just around 10%. So there is still a big room for improvement, and even the advanced, which I think probably Ricardo and me are into that advanced, maybe not expert, we're not programming, but on that, we still need to learn. So that's the challenge. It's not that you reach a limit and then you can stay there for the whole year. It's that next week, if you don't keep up, you might go drop into the moderate, right? So this is a race that doesn't stop, which is...
And what scares, Antonio, 60% with no or limited. This is scary. This is absolutely scary. I'm not so scared about the moderate, but the no and limited experience is dramatic.
Yeah, and I think what we try to provide with the master class is you reach at least a moderate level. Like Toran was talking, I didn't ask her, but I assume most of the people that join don't know and don't use AI for, and we try to jumpstart in just 1 day, in just 8 hours, to jump from almost no or to at least moderate, and then the advanced is something that you need to reach your own by working. So that's the next one. And then we go into a bit more detail. So what's the bigger challenges? So here, integration into existing processes and tool, integration of all these into your own organization is #1 challenge. This is really, really a challenge. Linked to the second point, which is data security and privacy. So these all, I think, current policies in companies, especially if you're big, it's a blocker. It's just blocking you to test small tools. Nobody trusts them as well. It's hard to trust them. So there's something organizational level that needs to change. Understanding AI capabilities, of course, this is something that we're all learning. Lack of organizational buy-in. This is also, I think, moving fast because people see that AI is an important tool. So that's okay. Next one. Which emerging technologies areas should we prioritize in our research? Clearly, the future of PMO and all related to AI, that is a big priority. I was surprised to see AI augmented decision-making, augmented reality. So that's something that we don't cover in deep in the masterclass. So we're going to do the research and reskilling and the future of work. I think this is also a big topic. Then you have digital twins. AI and ethics is a core theme in our masterclass. Hyper automation, obviously, is a big one. So we're going to look into this interesting quantum computing, and I know, Ricardo, it's an area you're going to look there. It didn't represent a big priority, and metaverse either. So yeah, blockchain either. So interesting. These areas at the moment, they're not a top priority, which is fair. I think that's okay. Next one, nothing. And what type of research? So what I was interested here to see is people are looking for case studies and real case studies. So we need to think, Ricardo, how can we make our research not just to see the state of affairs, but how can we have more case studies that people can use for their work, and that leads also to the interactive workshops. So I think this is very nice, very much linked to the masterclass that we have. But of course, the report will be there. But this is made me think about
just for you all to know, we are planning to do a research and release the research just after summer. Okay, so this is, and of course, we want to make it widely available to get the feeling for everyone of what's happening.
Yeah, yeah, we will try to go fast, but we'll see whenever. But summer is the timing that we released the previous one. And so that's the survey. And maybe Ricardo, I'll make a PDF of that section and we share all.
Okay.
We're not giving any names or interesting to see. We have really big companies and small companies, big names. So it's interesting to see that. But on the point of the call today on AI, and I know, Ricardo, you have a very broad and insightful update. One of my focus areas has been in the last month is how learn to program. And I share, I think it was in the master class, how much hours I save by just learning and working with ChatGPT to create a Google Form survey in code, and then execute that and read the report from that. And so that gave me kind of the sense of the savings that I can make beyond the ChatGPT, write this article and look at this report and PDF. But so I'm starting to, without going into Python, because I'm not at that level, but using the usual Excels and macros and HTML, for example, how can I develop my own tools for my project, right? You don't need to depend on, and so that's what I'm going to be working on and sharing in the next monthly call, but also in the masterclass. And I want to ask the community here, if you have any idea, or have you tried to program in macros, and how did you use this coding for the good of your project in terms of dashboarding or in terms of risk identification, but that you programmed with the help? Please let us know. Yeah, we want to know practical cases that anybody can do. Yeah, so just drop an email to or a LinkedIn message to me and Ricardo, because we're interested to expand that and share that. This is really hands-on. Anybody can do that. We just want good examples that are doing, or maybe we can do a competition and game and share the best self-developed project management tool using these codes for the next calls, because this is, you don't need anything. You just need AI and you and your brains and your, so that's kind of the focus for me of the call is let's get into coding. And this is so fascinating and so much time saving as well. So that was my update, Ricardo. I'm looking forward to yours, because I know who you are and what you've been doing. So go ahead.
Okay, so I will try to be fast here on sharing some. Look, I could talk for 10 hours here about what is on my radar. So I'm trying to capture, but these are the main things. So the first thing I want to share with you, it's things are truly unpredictable in AI. So imagine a large company with a gigantic budget, a gigantic public, an enormous brand, not being able to move on AI. And it's in the crossroad. And why I'm saying this? Because this is what is happening now with Apple and Apple Intelligence. A few months ago, I said Apple stocks raised by 8% in one day just by announcing Apple Intelligence. A few days ago, Bloomberg, you can have the QR code, is saying that Apple Intelligence is in the make or break point. What I want us to know is that it's a project problem. Apple does not have a problem with money, does not have a problem with computing power, does not have a problem of having developers. Even there, Alexa Plus beat Siri. And they said that Siri will be like Alexa Plus only in 2027. And this is like eternity for us. So just to give you an idea. So, and why I'm saying this, it's of course, I'm not talking about, and I'm not here to discuss what Apple did wrong, but it's just to understand how things are unpredictable, even when you have this. Last month, I spoke about DeepSeek, and now I'm talking about the most valuable company in the world having trouble to deliver an efficient, top-notch tool. So, for example, right now, probably there is a big trend that Apple will stop using OpenAI and it's going to partner with Google from Android to deliver using Gemini. So this is just for you to get the sense. And one of the biggest things, as we raise the bar of project management, we need to understand how these volatilities take place. The second thing, GPT 4.5. OpenAI released the new version. Of course, when you move from 4.0 to 4.5, it's an incremental, but it's a big one. It's not 4.1, it's 4.5. Many mixed feelings, okay? So OpenAI is saying, oh, it's a big evolution on the reasoning model and this, but Wired gives an article that you can see on the QR code, putting a lot of questions on the practicality of the use of GPT-4. They said that the cost benefit is not worth in terms of computing power and this. And this raised me a question. Are we reaching, I would say, to a point of diminished returns? So it's something that for me that is in my radar today. So it's something for us to think about. And I strongly recommend, we'll share this PDF with all of you. I strongly recommend that you take a look on this Wired article. The next one, it's an incredible, unbelievable release of a conversational voice. So let me do one thing. A 7 research team, let me just stop here and let me just open a new tab here. Let me just open a window and I will open a program here for you to see I'm talking to AI. I'm talking to an AI agent that is pretty much impossible to compete with humans. Just to give you an idea, in a blind research, 52% of the people prefer and thought that the AI was in reality a human. So let me share and try to do this now here, showing you, okay? So this is the tool. This is the tool. So let me talk with Maya here, okay? Maya or Mayos. This is a demo, okay? I will click here. Oh, good to see you, Maya. Look, I am here in the South by Southwest in Austin, and I would love to hear. Do you have any advice for me on how to enjoy the city and enjoy the conference?
It's not clear, the voice, Ricardo.
It's not very clear. Okay. So let me just explain to you. Okay, thank you, Antonio, for letting me know. What I want to say, this is the most advanced tool on voice. It's impossible. Please. Yeah, I saw. So I'm so sorry for that. I will share with you the link. Please do me one favor. I would love that you share. Let me just give you one thing. Let me just share with you. Hold on. My computer.
Hey, nice to see you, Eric. Thank you for the link there.
Hold on, Antonio. Hold on. I am facing some glitches here. Hold on. Antonio, I'm just facing some glitches here. Just give me 1 second.
No problem.
Okay? I want to share with you, but for some reason, my screen is a little bit odd here. Hold on. Okay.
You got it?
Yes, let me just go here. Okay, let me just close this. Hold on just a second. It's just because I'm doing everything without having the tools here. So let me just close this. Okay. Okay. Now I think I have everything I need. Okay. Okay. So I will show you this, but what I want to show, 52%. This is the QR code I will share with you. Look, I invited you all to test one thing. Take this link, click on Maya or Myers, and talk to them. And I don't want you to discuss content. It's not, but just to show how human voice can be produced by AI. And this is the most breakthrough in terms of multimodal AI. It means that your PMO, you may talk to a project manager or to a team member, and they will, they will gag, they will talk as a human, they will change the tone of the voice. And this article from Seven was for me one of the most amazing things that I saw this month. And this will for sure be part of ChatGPT, be part of Gemini tomorrow. Okay, tomorrow. And then it will be just impossible. You will call a call center and you will have no clue if you're talking to a human or an AI agent. Okay, take a look on that. It's absolutely free research. Okay, another thing. Okay, vibe coding. This is something, look, if any of you in the audience is working with software development, vibe coding is the biggest trend today. Everybody's talking about that. And vibe coding is a complete amateur approach to programming. And it's not like, for example, system developer or local. No, it's zero code. It's using AI to assist you. And it's absolutely disruptive. Look, these posts from Andres Karpatik had 4.1 million views on the beginning of February. And it says, do you know what is vibe coding? You embrace exponentials and forget that the code exists. Do you know what you do? You just talk to the code. You say, do this, do that. Oh, there is a mistake, and say, please fix the mistake. It's completely. For example, you say, decrease the padding on the sidebar by half, and it will do. You don't use even a mouse because you use, for example, Cursor Composer with Sonnet, for example, to recognize your voice. Let me tell you, this will change completely. And Antonio, we have been said that agile will have to shift. And this is not agile. This is absolutely, absolutely disruptive. And this is why this is on the top of everything today. I will try here. I don't know if I will to show you a demo of this. Antonio, please let me know if people can listen or not because of my audio, but I will do it here. Otherwise, I will share the YouTube. Okay? Take a look on this. Take a look on this.
No, we don't hear so far. No.
You don't hear?
No.
Okay, hold on.
Try to put it louder.
Okay, let me do that. Okay, hold on. Take a look.
It's very, very loud. No, it's not loud enough. No. Why is that? Can you try to do share your computer sound or no? It's too. We don't hear very loud. Don't know what.
So you are not listening?
No.
No, let me. Just one more thing.
No.
No? Okay. Sorry. This is the video of with a 3-minute demo of that. He talks to the code. He talks and say, do this for me, move this. No, I didn't like this opening. Move this cancel button to the left, to the right, to the top, to the bottom. And it does everything.
everything without you even knowing how to code. And this will have massive implications for all of us in terms of developing software. And in the good terms, it will help us to develop, I would say, much, much faster. But at the same time, what about the quality of the code? Because AI will do the code. You know, all the code will be AI based. And this is becoming a super trend here at South by Southwest. People are talking about this all the time. So I'm planning to watch something on that. So this is called the vibe coding. So maybe in the future, we'll talk about vibe coding as, I would say, the new AI agile method. Okay, just for you to know. So don't be mindful of that. Okay. Okay, let me just, another thing I want just to reinforce. Last month we released Harmony. Okay, and please take a look on it. Okay, get in touch with Shaun, and it's a major update in terms of AI agents, and it's something that is having a massive traction among users, among companies. So take a look on that. Reach out to Shaun if you see that there is a possibility for you to test and understand a little bit better how it's to communicate with an agent, with a real project manager based on AI on the other side. So take a look on that. Two personal things, and I'm super happy. This week, we released the project management with AI agents. So it's a partnership with LinkedIn. So this course is already available. So we had already, more than 1,000 students that applied. So I will share today a link on my LinkedIn feed for the free course. So if you use the link, and this is all about what we are discussing, and I'm super happy to have this partnership with LinkedIn and making this available. So take a look today, because you don't need to pay, it's free, and it's the feedback we received so far is very nice and gives you an idea on how powerful these agents can be. And the second is for the Brazilian community. I released a base project management course in Portuguese. So this is for the Brazilian community. Of course, it has subtitles also in English, but for the Brazilian. So this is part of an effort that I'm doing with LinkedIn. Even from here at South by Southwest, I will be doing and sharing news in Portuguese and English on LinkedIn about the trends. And of course, with this lens of project management and AI. So these two links, you just stay tuned on my LinkedIn. I will share them with you today. And remember, okay, AIPM candidates and credential holders, make sure you have info at PM AI Revolution on your safe sender, and do not miss the benefit of the AIPM coupon, AIPM 2025, for registering for the AIPM or the bundle. Look, that's all for me, my friend. I'm sorry for not being able to present the video. I will share that. But Antonio, maybe we can spend a couple of minutes here. We have many questions here. I will take the first one, and then Isa, as a masterclass alumni, can we access the material of the new masterclasses? Isa, we thought a lot about that, but one of the things is that we are trying to create a very special price for former masterclass for AIPMs on the community, but it's very hard for us to give this, I would say, included in the original package, because all the research, everything we are doing is basically funded by the masterclass and the AIPM. And if you make, if you add this number, it's not a lot of money, and it's a lot of things we are doing. So this is why we are planning to do a special price, but it's hard for us to give absolutely everything for free. So the two things, the research we are providing for free, this webinar and this, but the masterclass and the AIPM, it's hard because we have all the expenses, we have APMG and this. So this is why, for example, it's hard for us to make the material available to everyone. I'm sure you understand that, okay? Antonio.
Christoph, thank you again. And hi, would you recommend AI-related conference in Europe? To be honest, I'm not primary. I don't know, Christoph, many AI conferences in Europe. Don't know if the Web Summit, which happens usually in Lisboa in Portugal, that will cover a lot. I suppose AI will be a hot topic, but I'm not too familiar. Definitely, if you want AI latest, is things where Ricardo is in Austin, and it's definitely driven by the US and China. So unfortunately, Europe is not taking the lead, which is a pity. So I cannot. I think Web Summit is the one that I reckon as probably the leading one when you talk about AI. There might be a lot of conference today talking about AI, but not with depth that we're looking for.
Yeah, and I agree with Antonio. I would say Web Summit today will be the biggest one, but I'm sure that will be. And Christoph, you gave me an idea. Let me check with my colleagues, and I will share this with you. Okay, Ricardo. Hi, Ricardo. Ricardo Brigante from Brazil. I'm writing an article about how to use Gen AI to improve communications on complex projects. Is it for the mentoring program of PMI Rio? What Gen AI tools are you using for communication improvement? For example, one of the tools I'm using for communication improvement is exactly the one I just showed you. It's Cloud, because these, for example, can record meetings, can record everything. It's like your brain dump here. And it's one of the best ways for me to summarize meetings, for example, with my team. Okay, that is spreaded, the team working with me. What I do summary of some of the sections and I share with them. So I'm using AI to help me to summarize. And another tool I would strongly suggest that we are all using here, several people from the community here, is Otter, okay? Otter, OTT. Okay, it's also a way of sharing communication, sharing meeting notes. So these are, I would say, two widely available tools. So Cloud here, Cloud, and Otter. Okay, just to give you a quick answer.
Next, where are we, Ricardo?
Christoph. Oh, Christoph. Let me take this one. Do you have prompts you could recommend for project managers to use in tools like ChatGPT or Copilot? Christoph, there are many. In my course, Generative AI for Project Management at LinkedIn, I have several examples of how you do prompts. But let me share with you one secret that is in my mind. Prompt will come to an end. So you will not need to be an expert in prompt. And take a note on that very, very soon prompt will become irrelevant. You will just talk. And now I will watch tomorrow a section that you don't need even to talk. You think. And sensors will connect and give the instructions to the AI. Okay, I will see that tomorrow. I don't know how it works, but just for you. So I would not, this is personal, okay, please, I may be wrong, completely wrong. I would not invest too much in making a fantastic, like people are buying prompt templates and this. I don't think that the future will be that way. I think that probably very soon it will understand very, very well this without that. But if you want, take a look on my course, okay? Antonio.
Yeah, and Christoph, don't ask ChatGPT to write the prompts as well. So say what would be a good prompt for this kind of thing. So yeah, you can get a lot of ideas by asking not just how to write a prompt, but you can ask ChatGPT. I do that often to create your own GPT. So give me the information I need for a GPT that will write a weekly LinkedIn newsletter on this topic, and then you create your own GPT. These are the things that we show in the masterclass, like Toran was saying. We we teach how to create your own GPT, and you see you can use a lot of the chat GPT already for this type of thing. So yeah, clear. Tanya, for the slide that relates to research formats, I think real world case studies or use case will help to visualize the potential of using technology. We all work in different industries. Yeah, definitely, Tanya, yes, 100%. And this was something that we wanted Ricardo to understand, because we did one paper that was downloaded by maybe 10,000 people at least. But this one, we want to make it different. So, and that's why the case studies came like the #1 priority. So we need to think, how can we find those case studies that you can all use, that you can learn from, and make an interactive session. So the three things that came very high up was case studies, interactive session, and of course the report with statistics and progress from the past. So we will think about that, Tanya, and yes, will be a priority for us in the next months.
Federico, what is your feeling about DeepSeek? I think DeepSeek is a big player. I think it shook up the market. I don't think will be absolutely the game changer. Probably the technology and the algorithm will be, but it's there. DeepSeek for me, and like Apple Intelligence now, are showing how volatile this environment is. And on the top of that, with the geopolitics volatility, it makes things much more complex. I'm releasing my newsletter today. And it's all about that. It's all about how do we survive on this volatility by building different options. So you should never have one path forward only. You need to have multiple paths, because if one fail, another one can succeed. Last question, Robin, is the masterclass and the AI-driven certification separate courses? Look, the certification is not a course. Okay, it's a certification. It has a prep material that you study by yourself with some videos. It's not a course. The masterclass, yes, it's a course, and it's a live course. So it's a live, like we are now. Okay, it's recorded and everything, but it's a live course. The certification, you can do the certification without any course, anything. You just sign up on APMG and do the exam. If you pass, you get the credential, okay? You don't need, but the masterclass is a completely different thing. So look, with that, we answer the questions. Antonio, thank you very much. I apologize for not having, I would say, the perfect connection here. So thank you very much, all of you on LinkedIn, on YouTube, joining us. Antonio, thank you very much, and I hope I can come with some exciting news. So look, I will be posting on LinkedIn, I would say, what I hear here that is interesting, that is breakthrough and exciting. So just for inspiring all of you to move forward and embrace AI, we need to get rid of these 60% of people with no knowledge or limited. This is the biggest danger for our profession, and we cannot accept that. Okay, thank you very much.
Ricardo, maybe you find a good speaker for our masterclass there.
Absolutely. I mean, look, you have no idea how many people are around me here. I will do my best, okay?
Thank you.
Stay well, okay? And see you
everyone.
next month with another webinar. Okay, see you. Thank you.